What is up everyone? Marches back here to do another comparison video between the Harden Volume 3 and the Lebron 16s. Right now, these are my two favorite sneakers to hoop in. Before we get to the comparison between the two shoes, I would just like to remind you again that the raffle is still on to the road to 5K. Join in and subscribe, like. Today, I'm just going to touch up on the differences between the two shoes. If you want to see the full performance review, I will put the link here. Just watch the full performance review if you want the full in-depth detailed review of each shoe. Alright, let's start off with the upper of both shoes. The Harden Volume 3s uses a mesh knit upper, engineered mesh, like the Harden Volume 2s. So I really like the upper of this. It's structured, doesn't stretch at all, which is nice for support. While of course the Lebron 16 uses Battle Knit 2.0, doesn't stretch too, good texture, and it's very supportive. Between the two uppers, as for support, slight advantage towards the Lebron 16s because if you move here laterally, it holds up more. It's more rigid, it's more structured comparing it to the Harden Volume 2s, but both are very supportive. Touching down, another area of support from both shoes is the heel support, ankle support, or heel lockdown. For both sneakers, heel lockdown is very good. For the Lebron 16, from the get-go, you will have excellent lockdown already because of its big heel counter here. And also there's a huge Achilles pillows that's wrapping around your Achilles. It holds your foot down really good, so when you tighten up the laces, you'll be really locked down. As for the Harden Volume 3s, at first lockdown was so-so, but after breaking them in, heel lockdown and support improved a lot because the sneaker became more flexible, so it doesn't counter-react so much when you're moving like this. You need to break in the Volume 3s to have an improved lockdown. Another concern which I wish Adidas made is Achilles pillow much thicker so that it will really hug your foot down a bit better. That's a slight gripe. Heel lockdown on the Volume 3s is pretty good, but not as good as the Lebron 16s. So for heel lockdown, Lebron 16s is better compared to the Volume 3s, but both are good, don't get me wrong with that. Putting up your foot on both shoes is very easy. For the Volume 3s, there is a tongue, so just open it up, put your foot in, and it's also a low cut, so it's easy to put your foot in. For the Lebron 16s, the tongue really opens up this big. That stands up for both SIG shoes. For the insole of both shoes, both are very good insoles, very comfy, plush. The tongue part on both shoes are very well padded, so if you want to crank up your laces, you won't have any problem with skin abrasion. Now let's move on to the cushion part of both shoes. So they use full-length boost on the Harden Volume 3s. It was made thinner, and the nice thing about Volume 3s is they uncaged it from the lateral and the medial side, so it's a free-flowing boost that you can really feel from the start. Impact protection is awesome, court feel and responsiveness is awesome because they thinned up the boost here, especially on the forefoot. I'm liking it. And for the Lebron 16s, of course, they use the Max Zoom Air units, these 3 parts. As you know, Max Zoom Air is the best in the market when it comes to impact protection, and the bounciness of this shoe is off the charts. So for cushion, I think I'll give it a tie. It really depends on what feel you want. If you want a maximum impact protection and bounciness, of course, Lebron 16. Good impact protection and enough bounciness, responsiveness, and court feel, Harden Volume 3s. So court feel and responsiveness, of course, Harden Volume 3 because it's way more thinner comparing it with the Lebron 16s. But on those days that you need cushioning, when your knees are hurting, Lebron 16 is the way to go. So I would tie it up on the cushioning of both shoes. It's very relative on what you guys want. You will never go wrong on both cushion setup. Now let's move on to the outsole of both shoes. For the Harden Volume 3s, it uses herringbone pattern, multi-directional, so very good. Squeakiness is off the chart. The grip is also nice. Picks a little bit of dust compared to the Lebron 16s, but just wipe it and you're good to go. Traction on this one is awesome. I'm liking it. Like I mentioned in my performance review, there was a day when I was playing in a moist court. Everyone was slipping except me because I was wearing the Volume 3s. I love the traction of the Volume 3s right now. As for the traction of the Lebron 16s. It's also awesome in terms of grippiness on the floor. Slight advantage again to the Volume 3s. It bites a bit harder compared to the Lebron 16s. For outdoor use, the material is harder on the Lebron 16s comparing it with the Volume 3s. I would not recommend the Volume 3s to be used outdoor because it's made out of soft materials, unlike the Volume 2s and the Volume 1s. This is softer. You can use this outdoors, but for traction, indoors, grippiness, and if you want the squeakiness sound, Volume 3s. So for both shoes, I went down half a size. I usually go for 11, my true to size, but both shoes 10.5 for me here. For wide footer, I'll suggest you go true to your size. And for the wide footers who are asking me if they're safe with both shoes, yes. Just adjust the laces here in the Lebron 16s, and for the Volume 3s, don't worry, this is stretched a bit so you can easily fit your foot in, so no problems for wide footers. As for the weight of the shoe, of course, on hand, the Lebron 16 feels heavier, but when you wear both shoes, because the lockdown and the support of both shoes is excellent and the fit is also excellent, you wouldn't feel the weight at all, so don't be concerned with the weight. That's it on my comparison between the Lebron 16s and the Harden Volume 3s. The Harden Volume 3s goes $140 US or 7,500 pesos in the Philippines. Lebron 16's price is $185 US or 9,800 pesos here in the Philippines. So around 2,000 pesos difference. So which shoe would I recommend? Both are excellent performers. It really depends on how you play. I think you can never go wrong on both shoes. So that's it. Thank you again for watching my video. This has been Marches once again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.